Jade, consultant respiratory medicine and sleep medicine specialist, Fortis Hiranandani Hospital. Thank you very much, Dr. Charjade, for joining us on the broadcast. Good afternoon to you. We know that smoking impacts your lung. We also know that coronavirus attacks your lung. What we don't know at this point in time is the correlation as far as risk is concerned. CSIR says no such data available that can tell you, that can prove that it increases the risk. ICMR study believes that yes, people who smoke are at a higher risk of either contracting the infection or their situation, of course, getting worse.
Yeah, so thank you for having me on the program. Now, so this is a debate which you all are discussing, and I've been listening for the last few minutes. Now, one thing we should know is that, we have to see it from the clinical perspective now. What is the clinical perspective? What is the individual perspective? What is the patient perspective? And we know that smoking is known to increase risk of bacterial disease, viral disease, such as common cold, influenza, and also tuberculosis. So we know that smoking is a risk factor for all these things. Now the question comes is about COVID. Well, we may not have a strong evidence about the association of smoking, whether it is causing an increased risk of COVID-19 or whether, so some studies say yes, some say no. What I want to put across to the general public is that smoking impairs lung function. We know that very, very well. We know that a weak lung makes it difficult to fight off any infection, that may be even COVID-19. And therefore, I would suggest that, I would err on the side of saying yes, with COVID-19, based on whatever experience we have, that COVID increases the risk of infections. We know that common cold, influenza, bacterial infections, tuberculosis, it is, I think, fair to, believe and accept that there will be an increased risk of viral infection, including COVID, in patients who are smoking. And if somebody with smoking has a obstructive airway disease, has a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and then they get COVID, I mean, they are going to get, already will have a weak lung, and that can further, make it difficult for them to fight off the infection.
So quickly, before I let you go, sir, what are the special precautions that smokers need to take? Of course, one option being quit smoking altogether.
I think this is, I think whenever we have a chance, we have to push across to the common man that yes, eventually the most important thing is, of course, not to start smoking. And if somebody has started to smoke, then we need to quit smoking. I think this is, I would say, another opportunity for putting across a very strong message to quit smoking. There are various methods available to quit smoking, including counseling. Some people would just call it cold turkey and say, okay, I stopped smoking. That also works very well. There are replacement therapies available, such as nicotine replacement therapies are there. There are also, certain medications which help to an individual to, quit smoking. And of course, during this entire process, if you use your team approach, including a psychological support, I think this is a fantastic, there's a good opportunity, I would say, to take up on quitting smoking.
All right, Dr. Charjade, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for taking those questions. We're moving on. We have